Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Stalker 2. And I'm now 70 hours into the game and I'm going to share with you guys all the knowledge that I gathered about how you need to make good money in this game. So it's very difficult because there are so many mechanics that are going to let you fuck up stuff, that you lose money. And I'm going to show you guys that in the video. So for people that don't want to watch the video and see me talking more in detail on every point that I show you guys here in the text file, you can just check the text file, read it yourself, stop the video. And these are all the 15 tips and tricks that I got. Are there more tips and tricks? Probably. But I gathered the one that I always use the entire time. So let's get started with the first tip that I'm going to give you guys. Okay guys, so the first tip that I'm going to give you guys, and this is a very important one, therefore it's at number 1. So in this game, you make straight on the most profit with farming respawnable artifacts. So what does that mean? So that are artifacts that you loot at a certain position, at a certain location, and a couple of days later you can loot it again. So that's very important that you understand that, because I made a video about this farming route that I did, and I already got 2 comments under it. Yeah, but Shamino, you forgot to wear flower, you forgot to wear ball, but they don't respawn back. So it's in the title, but respawnable artifacts always come back after you loot them. So you can keep farming them the entire time that you play, and that makes it so good. So you can see one of my routes here. So you need to find a route. I got a video about it. So this is what I do every day. A couple of times that I play. So I just go around on the green markers. I know there is a respawnable artifact. I loot it and then I sell it. One time around, even if my artifacts are not good, is going to yield me 25 to 30,000 currency. If I'm lucky, you can go to 50, 60, 70,000. So that's very important. Another thing, upgrade your scanner ASAP. So as soon as possible. So we start with this one, but this is garbage. Why is that garbage? Because the next one that you will get is the Hilka detector, and this one will detect artifacts 100 meter from their position. So you already can see 100 meter before you are on a position that the artifact is active. So it will save you a lot of time. And then the next one, the beer one, is probably the best to pinpoint the artifact. This is going to say almost the exact position where you will spawn the artifact. So be sure that you pick them up as soon as possible, those scanners. So where can you find the Hilka one? So that's very simple. So the moment that you get through the main quest, you can go to the Northern District. You just go here to Rostock. And in Rostock, on the bartender, this one, you need to come here and go here. You can buy the Hilka one. And then you go just a little bit further and you come to this trader, Hawaiian guy. And here you can buy the bear one. So that was it for tip number 1. The next tip is one that I did by myself. I was really inexperienced in this game. So don't use too expensive body armor, too fast repairs will kill you. So what does that mean? So what did I do? So after the first zone, I went to Rostock, I got this suit, and that was my biggest mistake. So your armor, the repairs are going to kill you for the moment where you are in the game. So that's a very big problem. So if you got a body armor and every time that you need a repair, your currency is almost 0, that means 2 things. That your body armor is way too expensive for what you are doing, or you're a bad player. So lower it. There is not a lot of difference. So if I use now, let's say, a 25,000 armor, okay, maybe I got 2 boxes of radiation protection, 1 box of physical protection, but it's not going to allow me at the start of the game, even in the garbage area, to get 1 shot. Because you always need to understand, you got medkits in this game. So a medkit is very cheap compared to the repair on your chest. So you just use it and your health is totally full. Of course, if you got an encounter that is very difficult, maybe the main mission or something like that, you can get a better armor. But always be aware, always think by yourself, the gameplay, the position that I am, the farming that I'm doing, do I need to have this expensive body armor? If the answer is no, just unequip it or get another one. Very important, because this will kill your money. So that was the second tip. The next one, and this is a very important one too. So that was for me a very big mistake too. So this game is all about finding loot, selling the loot, and don't waste time. The problem that I did was I picked everything up. So you don't need to do that. So there are specific things that you pick up because you want to make money from it. And other things, most of the time you don't pick it up, because the weight system in this game is brutal. So you are very limited on the weight system, always, even if you put your carrying weight up. So you need to take the stuff with you that matters. And food, bandage, drinks, medkits, they don't matter. For each kilogram, they pay very low. And that's a very big problem, and they weigh a lot. So you can see here, for example, I'm going to give you guys an example. So I got here my artifact. So I'm here with hamster. So I talk with this guy, and you will see that if I want to sell, let's say, an uncommon artifact. So this is, let me have a look, a common. So this common artifact is going to give me 4,000 currency. And it weighed 0.45 kilogram. So I can stack, let's say, 50 of those artifacts in my inventory. But if I now sell all my energy drinks, it's going to give me 1,000. And guess what? This is weighing 5 kilograms. So therefore, it's very important that you only bring with you what you need. So food, you need food because you need to eat. So what I always do is, if I go out, I bring, let's say, 3-4 cans of food with me. That's more than enough. The same with energy drinks. Most of the time, 1-2 if you go out. Because you need to start your hunt for loot with low weight. Then you can bring value items back to the traders. So this, just stay here. Say with vodka. I'm sure that people that are watching now this video, they got the same amount of vodka on them like me. This is 6.65 kilogram. That's almost 10% of my total capacity. And you don't need to have it. If you, most of the time you go out, you will find it in the world. So bring one with you. And it's the same with the medkits. Don't get 50 medkits with you. Start with 10. That's more than enough, because the entire zone is totally full with food, drinks, medkits, and all that stuff. So don't bring it with you, because first of all, you are carrying way too much what you need to have. And second of all, there is no value in those items. So just take 1, 2, 3 from those before you go outside in the world. And then the next one is just the same. With the ammo, it's just the same. So you need to find somewhere a threshold with the amount of weapons or ammo that you bring. So you can see that this is a little bit my setup, what I use. So I'm using a sniper, and I start always with 60 bullets. Why? Because this is 1.44 kilogram too. Then I got a little bit more bullets for my rifle heal. Why is that? Because it shoots faster. And then I'm using still this pistol. And I take 82 ammo with it. So don't go outside in the world with like 500, 600, 700. Because once again, you are destroying your weight. And you cannot pick anything up. So always remember that. So just bring what you need to have on the ammo, on the food. Don't go too far in it. Just bring a little bit, and you will get a lot of more money with you. So always watch that. So this 19, I need to sell 17 of them, and then I'm good to go. So that was it for this tip. Next one, and this is an important one too. So use Skiff's pistol. Ammo is very cheap and repairs are very cheap too. It sounds crazy, but in this game you need to watch your ammo usage and you need to use certain weapons on certain enemies. So this weapon will work perfect on humans. So if you do a headshot, that guy is dead. So why would you use a heavy weapon? Why would you use a weapon that is using ammo that is very expensive? Just use your pistol. Of course, on some mutants you need to use something heavier. I know that. Then you can go with the rifle. But this is your main weapon always, because it's cheap to use and that's very important. So I can show you guys it. So if you want to buy some 80mm for Sif's pistol, you can already see it. So I can buy 282, it's 1410 currency. If I want to do the same, let's say I want to do the same for the shotgun, you can already see you're just throwing away your money. That's very important. Another thing that I want to show you guys, so if you got a machine gun, so here you can see the machine gun. That's really fun, I like it too, but you can see this machine gun, if you need to use this ammo, it's 106 currency for each bullet. And you shoot like 100 every 10 seconds through this machine gun. So do you see the difference? 12 for 6 weapon and this. So always remember that. Be sure that you got the right weapon. Be sure that you're not shooting away your money. Because if you need to do a mission and you go with a weapon and you just used like for 10,000 currency for ammo and you get 5,000 currency for the mission, yeah, you just wasted 5,000 currency. So very important. The next one is lower your difficulty. So this can be hard for some players, I can understand that. But you need to understand this game, Stalker 2, is not an easy game. There are a lot of mechanics, you will die really easy. So, and there is not really a learning chance that you got here. So they throw you in the zone and you get all kind of shit over you. So I did the same. I'm new to the franchise. I lowered my difficulty the first 15 to 20 hours on rookie. It makes life a lot easier. You get less damage in, you got more HP, you can sell your equipment for more to the vendors, you find more equipment. So to start this game, if you got a lot of trouble with surviving and you get frustrated at some point that you think by yourself, I'm going to uninstall the game, just lower your difficulty. You got 3 difficulties in this game. You can see it in options. So you got Stalker difficulty. So Rookie is the easiest, then you got Stalker, then you got Veteran. So if you got trouble, just put it on Rookie. Nobody is going to blame you. Just have fun, survive, because it's a pity that you uninstall the game because it's too hard and there was a solution for the problem. Okay, the next one, and this is a tricky one that you need to watch very good too. So first of all, you will see only carry weapons if you got the space and yellow. So what do I mean with it? So you will find on your playthrough, you will find a lot of weapons. So those weapons, they can have durability. And then you will see here an icon. So if it is like this, durability is high. If it is yellow, the durability is lower. And if they are red, the durability is under 30%. The problem with red weapons is that nobody will buy them except Rechman in Rostock. So he's over here. So you start here. Here is Rechman and he will buy it. But the problem is that the price is very low. So you always need to remember that you can carry maybe 4 or 5 weapons with you. The problem is you can bring the yellow weapons with you, but never lose your maximum speed. So you can see it here at the bottom. I will say it in the next tip a little bit more in detail. So you can see here this weight icon in the bottom left is going to say at the moment I'm a little bit overweighted. So that means that my running speed is reduced. Never got that. Always prevent that. So be sure that you're always, let me have a look. Yeah, it stays at maximum weight. Let's drop this too. Yeah, I got so much on me. So here you can see, this is perfect. So always be sure that the icon is not here, and then you can run, sprint, then you go the fastest. And take it from me, if you don't do that, you will play probably 50% longer to achieve the same amount of money. So only carry with you yellow weapons if you can keep maximum speed. Another thing, so I would pick up every weapon. Why? For the simple reason that you cannot see that the weapon is yellow or not. If you don't want to sell weapons, you don't need to pick them up. But the ammo is very important. So the ammo is very important because you can sell it, but that's not all. So if you use a certain weapon like me, so I'm using this one, the AK. So I know I need to use that ammo, the 39mm. The problem is that if I need to buy them with a vendor, I need to pay a lot of money. But if I can find them and just pick up the guns, get the ammo, throw the gun back on the ground, I get it for free. And that's going to save a shitload of money. So what I do always is like this. So I go around, I see a weapon, okay, I pick the weapon up, I pick another weapon up, I have a look. Is it yellow? Yeah, it's yellow, so I keep it. If it is not yellow, I do this. So there are hotkeys, so you can see it at the bottom. So you see G is unload, so you take all the ammo from that weapon. Here we go. And then you push D and you drop it. That's what I do the entire time. So you need to get it in the fingers, but at some point you do this. So you do this, you hover over it, GD. There we go. And that's what you do. So be sure that you do that. At the end, the weapons are not going to bring the money. If you compare it with the artifacts, weapons, that's something on the side, it looks cool, and I know a lot of people think you make a lot of money from it. No, that's not true. If you want to carry red weapons, you can do what you want, but what I suggest is, before you go to Rechman, because you cannot go to Rechman at the start, put them in the stash, open them in Rostock, and sell them to Rechman. Next one, and I already talked a little bit about it, but I'm going to say it again. So always try to run at maximum speed. So you guys can see here at the bottom. So you see here that I'm now overweighted. So you got a green bar, you got a yellow bar, and you got a red bar. So if you stay in the green, you run at maximum speed. If you go in the yellow, you go a little bit slower. But it's not that if you come right away in the yellow, there is a difference in speed too in the bars what I saw. So it's not, if you are a little bit less weighted in the starting yellow than in the late yellow, you will go a little bit faster. If you come in the red, you stand still. But it's very important that you always stay in the green for me. It's going to save so much time. Why is that? Because if you are not in the green and you run, your stamina will be used a lot faster. You just go a lot slower. And take it from me, you think always by yourself, okay, let's try to get 1,000 currency gun in. But you probably just ran 10 minutes too long to get to the vendor. It was better that you just throw the gun on the ground, come in, sell the other 3 guns or something, or the artifact and go again. So always try that you're never overweighted. So you see it at the bottom left too. So if you got this icon here, that's not good. You can say to me, yeah, but I'm just using stamina drinks. Yeah, that's true, but they are weighing 5 kilogram. So 5 kilogram is the equal to this gun, and this is 30,000. So the thing is that there is not a solution. The problem is that the solution for the problem that you created is giving the same problem. That's too much weight. So always try to do that. That was one of my biggest mistakes. I thought by myself, oh yeah, it's okay, I can run in the yellow. It goes a little bit slower, and I was pushing shift every 5 seconds shift. My stamina was not regenerating anymore. And if I think about it, I wasted so much time with doing that. The next one, and this is a very important one too. So sell to the right trader. Don't sell to bartenders. Bartenders, they are straight on scum. They always give the lowest price, so don't do that. There is a difference in traders too, but not that much. So what I saw was, for my playthrough. I'm not yet at the end. So in Rostock, Eugene and Burge are very good traders. I think they will give percentage-wise the most money for your equipment. But in the first zone, Hamster is not bad either. So I will show you guys what I mean with it. So we are going to sell an item here. So you can see it here. So I'm going to sell this one. So if I sell this to Hamster, he's going to give me 6,901 for this artifact. If we go now to Warlock, and I need to be really quick because there is an emission coming. Yeah. So if we go now to Warlock and we sell the same. So it was 6,900 and we come here and we sell it to Warlock. So it was this item. He's going to give 4,598. So we just lost a lot of money if you don't know that. So never sell to bartenders. This one is very important too. So repair with technician that is friendly reputation. So that's something that I saw with my testing. You need to pay less repair costs if the technician is friendly. So how can you see that? Very simple. So you just hover over technician, and if he's green, he got the highest reputation, friendly. So I'm using always, what was his name, Lens, if I repair. Because at the moment I don't have another technician on my map that is green. So always come here. What I saw was it's around 25 to 30% less that you need to pay in repairs. So be sure that you do that. It's going to save you a lot of money once again. Because you need to understand, if you, let's say that on your playthrough, you repaired for, let's say, 1 million currency. Depends, of course, how long you play. You just wasted 250,000 currency by going to the wrong technician. Next one is very important too. So, yeah. Get more carrying weight capacity, more profit each run. So, you can see it here. I got at the moment 90. You start with 80. So how do you need to do that? I will post my video about it under this video. I'm not going to explain it again, but it's not only good. So you can get more equipment back. You make more profit for the time that you spend. But that's not all. Once again, if you get more carrying capacity, the moment that you start going slower takes a little bit longer. So you can carry more weight and still go fast on your feet. So that was it for this one. I think now it's the last one that I'm going to show you guys. The last one for the video. So that's something that I do a lot too, but not that much anymore because now with the artifacts. But that was something that I did at the start too. So everything that hit you will damage your armor. The problem is, repairing your armor is very expensive. Even if you go to an artifact in an anomaly, you get hit one time. I did the testing, by the way. So I went to an anomaly where I want to get an artifact. I got every hit that I took from the anomaly damaged my body armor for 1%. And you don't really need it. So the thing is that they will not instant kill you. Like I already said before, in this video, a medkit is a lot cheaper than repairing your armor, and you just use it. So what I did for a long time, when I started artifact farming, and even if I went around, before I had good artifacts, because you need to have body armor to get the artifacts in, I just went out without a body armor. I played, I think, 20 hours without a body armor to just get the cash in. So I would suggest, if you are low on money and you want to do the artifact farm, just put it out. If you go into anomaly, just get medkits. It will save you a lot of money. So that was it for the video, guys. So I hope it helps you. If you see that I forgot something, just put it in comments that people can read it. I will put a couple of videos under comments too from me, the carrying weight, how you need to do that. Maybe a couple of other ones too. That you can see how you need to do it. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys in next video. Bye bye.